Lando Norris, a name that has been on the lips of F1 fans for the past few seasons, has firmly established himself as one of the brightest stars on the grid. At just 24 years old, the McLaren driver has already demonstrated extraordinary talent, with impressive performances in both qualifying and races. As we look toward the future of Formula One, many are asking the question, is Lando Norris ready to become the next world champion? Over the past few seasons, Lando has been consistently fast, often outpacing his teammates and regularly finishing near the top of the standings. Yet, despite his undeniable speed and raw talent, the ultimate question remains, why hasn't he managed to convert his potential into more victories and, ultimately, a world championship? The Brazilian Grand Prix in 2024 was a pivotal moment that brought this question back into the spotlight. Starting from pole position, Norris had a golden opportunity to make up significant ground in the championship fight. But despite a promising start, he ended the race in 6th place, while Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, took another dominant victory. For Norris, it was another reminder that, while he has the pace, there are still areas of his game that need refinement before he can realistically challenge for a championship. David Coulthard, a former F1 driver and now a prominent commentator, has been one of the biggest supporters of Norris, repeatedly stating that the young Brit has what it takes to become a world champion. Coulthard's belief is rooted in Norris's raw speed and potential. According to him, Norris's time will come, whether it's in 2024 or a future season. As Coulthard has pointed out, the McLaren driver is the real deal. He has consistently shown he can compete at the sharp end of the grid, especially as McLaren has made significant strides forward with their car. Coulthard's optimism about Norris's future is shared by many in the F1 paddock. However, there are also voices who argue that while Norris undoubtedly has the raw talent to become a future champion, he is still missing a key ingredient: mental toughness. Eddie Jordan, a former F1 team owner, has been one of the more critical voices when it comes to Norris's ability to challenge for a world championship. While Jordan acknowledges that Norris is undoubtedly fast and capable of achieving great things, he doesn't believe that the young Brit has shown the consistency or the killer instinct that champions like Max Verstappen have. Jordan's criticism revolves around Norris's inability to consistently convert strong qualifying performances into race victories. This was evident during the Brazilian Grand Prix, where Norris qualified on pole but failed to finish higher than 6th. Jordan pointed out that Norris struggles with certain aspects of racing, particularly when it comes to race starts and his approach to the opening laps. According to Jordan, Norris's lack of aggressiveness and his tendency to fumble at the start of races holds him back from challenging for victories. While he is capable of impressive performances throughout the race, Jordan believes that Norris needs to be more ruthless, more composed, and more consistent if he wants to win titles in the future. The comparison between Norris and Verstappen is an obvious one. Verstappen, now a two-time world champion, has been exceptional in turning his speed into race wins. His ability to stay calm under pressure, to make the right decisions, and to execute near-perfect performances is what sets him apart from many other drivers, including Norris. Verstappen's racecraft is arguably the best on the grid, and it is this level of precision and consistency that Norris will need to develop if he is to have any hope of dethroning Verstappen in the future. Jordan's criticism is not necessarily about Norris lacking talent, it's more about how he handles the pressure of racing at the front and how he deals with the nerves that come with a race-winning opportunity. Norris has shown flashes of brilliance, but he's still learning how to convert those flashes into consistent, title-winning performances. To put it simply, he's not yet a complete driver. Coulthard and Jordan may differ in their opinions, but both agree that Norris is undoubtedly talented. Coulthard sees his potential for future success, while Jordan believes that Norris must improve certain aspects of his game to reach the top. However, there's no denying that Norris's future in F1 looks bright. He has shown an incredible ability to learn and adapt, and with time he will only improve. But it's not just about Norris as an individual. The evolution of McLaren has played a crucial role in Norris's progress. McLaren has undergone a significant transformation over the past few seasons, shifting from a team that was struggling to make an impact in the midfield to one that is now regularly challenging for podiums and wins. This transformation has given Norris the platform to show his talents, but it has also raised the stakes. The team is no longer content with just being competitive, they want to win races and championships. For Norris, this means the pressure is mounting to deliver. While McLaren has made great strides with their car, the question remains, can they develop a consistent championship contender? The team has been close on several occasions but hasn't yet been able to challenge for a title consistently. Norris's performances this season have shown that he can compete with the best, but as we saw in Brazil, McLaren still needs to bridge the gap to Red Bull and Verstappen, who seem to have found the perfect combination of car and driver. Norris's ability to handle pressure will be tested even further in the coming seasons. If McLaren can continue to improve and provide him with a car capable of winning races, Norris will need to rise to the occasion and prove that he can handle the pressure of a title fight. This is where the mental aspect of his racing will come into play. Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, and other great champions have shown time and time again that it's not just about having the best car, it's about being able to make the right decisions in critical moments. It's about managing the pressure, keeping your cool, and performing under the spotlight. It's easy to forget that Norris is still relatively young in F1 terms. He has only been with McLaren since 2019, and while he's had some impressive results, he is still learning the intricacies of racing at the front. The best drivers take time to develop, and Norris has the tools to become a world champion, but it will take time, experience, and the right opportunities. If McLaren can continue to give him a competitive car, Norris will be in the fight for the title in the years to come. But whether he will be able to match Verstappen and other established champions remains to be seen. One thing is clear: Norris has the speed, the talent, and the desire to win. What he needs now is the experience of handling pressure, learning from mistakes, and developing that all-important racecraft. He may not be ready to challenge for a title just yet, but with each passing season, Norris is getting closer. His time will come, but when it does, he will need to be ready. In conclusion, Lando Norris is a driver with all the potential in the world. He has the speed, the skill, and the determination to one day become a Formula One world champion. But like all great champions, he must first refine his racecraft, develop the mental toughness to handle the pressure, and learn how to consistently convert his potential into race wins. His time will come, but for now, Norris must continue to develop and learn from the best in order to reach the pinnacle of Formula One.